What's up, my friends? It is I, Anamanga, and we have finally got this done. Yes, I'm late. I'm aware of that. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. But I'm here with the Reckoning tournament. I almost said the Wrecking tournament. Well, yeah, people are about to get wrecked big time in this tournament. But we have only 24 duelists this time, although technically we only had 24 last time because I messed up and forgot Lexi. So remember, that was my fault, Serenity Spider Monkey. But speaking of Serenity Spider Monkey, they didn't want their characters in this tournament. Um, just because they didn't want to be part of this plot right now. But that's fine. We have this plot to handle. We need to get it handled. And let's start with, and by the way, of the four of us that are in this tournament, each of us have 6 duelists this time. So that's why 6 times 4 equals 24. All right, simple math. We'll get out of the way. Okay, that was the hard part. Sky is Jimmy Jim's first character, and here's Sky's lore. Anya, Jordan, Mitchie, Morgan, and Maid Luna are following her around trying to help her save Justice. She is a little scared and excited at the power that is radiating off of him. She thinks if she beats Angelica, it will stop Justice's rampage, and if it doesn't, she has some other plans to get her Justice back. Ryan and Jared, both of them have this lore. Ryan and Jared are helping Helena after the explosion hurt her. Yes, she got blown up by the explosion, but she survived. She protected them. They throw their old decks into the air and pull out their pro decks. That's right. They were just fooling around. Although I don't know how they got a tune deck when it's a one-of-a-kind deck Pegasus gave his wife Cecilia. That's fine, though. They're serious now. They're going to knock some sense into their brother and sister, Angelica, the one who's caused all this crap. Her and Ubel, anyway. Gave everyone a job to tear the island piece by piece apart. Has Justice doing most of the job, using the Dark World monsters to wreck the island. Once it's destroyed, everyone will bow before her. Mwahahaha. Firestarter. Oh gosh. Not her. Technically the Queen of Games right now. She is the Queen of Games. So Firestarter is setting fire to the buildings of Duel Academy. Is kind of pissed. People are trying to take her crown. In the middle of all this, but oh well. Will defend Angelica with her life. Is looking for Alice and Max and wants to burn them. Dang, she really wants Max burned, huh? Dang. Supreme King Justice is destroying the island when he stumbles into Sky and the girls. He pauses and doesn't move for several seconds. He then turns and runs away from them, seeing one he loves may break him out of the trance. If one of the 9 characters associated with Angelica win, there will be a part 2. If not, this is how it will end. Well, you'll see. Anyway. Sorry about that, guys. I thought about it and I just I forgot to put Supreme King Justice here as the profile pick, but that's okay. You're going to see plenty of him in the tournament, so you'll see his pick soon enough. That is the 6 from Jamie Jams. Now the 6 from Lego Man. Lee Go. At the climax of the concert tournament, amidst the final duels, Lee was struck with a sudden vivid vision from his Millennium Necklace. In a panicked haste, he got as many people to safety as he could, and then the explosion struck. Lee was going to be caught in it himself, but the spirit of Buster Blader formed in front of him and absorbed the majority of the would-be impact from Lee. However, this had the price of corrupting Buster Blader and making him try to attack Lee. Sarah and Paul got in the way and told Lee to go help against Ubel's main forces, while they helped stop the corrupted spirits. Spirits, if I say it like Bakura. Helena, the queen returns. Helena was among the, she's going to try to be queen. Helena was among the people that Lee warned about the incoming explosion, leading to Helena grabbing Ryan and Jared and trying to get them to safety as quickly as she could. However, the two were stubborn and not listening, leading to the group not getting away in time. Oh my gosh, Ryan and Jared, come on, bro. You guys got Helena hurt. Helena, oh, well, maybe she deserved this. I don't know. She's kind of redeemed herself a little bit. Helena wrapped her arms around the two as the explosion raged throughout the area, taking as much of the blow as she could for them. She's barely conscious and is visibly very hurt, but still good enough to duel because she's a tough chick. But is doing what she can to help protect the two while fighting against Yubel's forces. Dude, this is so cool. That's a really cool lore for Helena. That just makes her look really bad, you know what. Sadina Blitz. Sadina's vampiric strength managed to have him still standing after the explosion, with only minor physical damage. However, he couldn't help but feel a familiar sense of vampiric bloodlust starting to haze his mind as the darkness rushed past him. Well, I mean, not only that, but I mean, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of duelists that are dead on the ground. Let's just be real right now. There are a lot of students that are dead from the initial blast. So he's seeing blood everywhere. So this has got to be tough for him, being one of the only surviving vampires left. He may not be a pure blood vampire, but he's still a vampire. He's pushing past it, however, in order to help stop Angelica and those corrupted with darkness, with his main hope being to free Brenda from the greed Quasar's control and finally reunite with the real her. He had hoped that Novo would be around to help, since the two had become good friends after Novo previously helped save Sadina in the Vampire Rain tournament. However, he hasn't seen Novo anywhere recently, so he's pushing his body as far as it can go in the hopes of saving as many people and the spirits as he can himself. Brenda Mook. Brenda struggled to keep control of herself again after Vampire Rain, fighting against the corrupting influence of Greed Quasar's card. She did her best to stay in control. However, learning that Tila's soul has been sealed away broke her will enough for Greed Quasar to take control once again. I broke that sentence to pieces, didn't I? Now, the evil spirit is growing more unhinged from Angelica activating her machine, and is ready to cause whatever mayhem it desires while using Brenda as its host. Albeit, it still has its deal with Yubel to honor by taking out any hint of resistance it finds. Dude, Greed Quasar, you piece of junk. And how dare you manga card you, including that meddling battery boy that keeps trying to free Greed Quasar's new body. Yeah, he's after Sadina. I don't know if you want to go after Sadina. He's a really strong duelist. Sorry, I need a drink of water. Dante Asherton. Haven't seen him in a while. All Dante is feeling is agony right now. Agony. He hoped that helping Angelica would help make sure the blazing Mars voice vanished from his thoughts finally. By the way, Lego the only one going with manga cards these days. He has Mercury, Mars, and Greed Quasar, and he's pulling them out. I know he has plans for some soon, I think. I can't remember. I think he said that. Anyway, however, the machine instead makes it worse thanks to making Mars go even more mad with power. His mind can barely focus over the intense yells and calls from blazing Mars to burn everything around him. Dante is still fighting on Angelica's side, thanks to how dependent on her he's become, but he is clearly not anywhere close to 100% physically and mentally. And the final character from Lego, and this is it. This is her. Dinah Gray. Diana's many instances of trauma and overall horrible life created a new identity inhabiting her body amidst her coma. So it's her Yami self. It's Yami Diana. Dinah. One that is now fronting and calling herself Dinah. She's been pretending to be Diana ever since she awoke. Dude, she's been playing the long game. Lego, bravissimo. She's been playing the long game, man. That's been a long time. Wasn't that Grand Championship when she woke back up? Dude, it's been a long time. All of GX? Oh my gosh. Impressive. Anyway, suppressing Diana's consciousness with the help of Yubel's influence. This is why Diana's true self was only seen in nightmare fuel since she awoke. Yeah, I thought about that. You're right. Because it was in a dream, so it was really her. She's not, she's still trapped in her body, but that's her inner thoughts. Dinah is wild and unrestrained, eager to cause some havoc in order to let out a lot of pent up stress and anger at the world Diana suffered through and protect her. And particularly enjoyed getting the chance to finally mess with Crowler when she defeated him. She will admit, however, she did not find it really nice to talk to Sandra, whenever the two interacted under the guise of Dinah still being Diana. Ooh. Next. Whoops. Oh my god, that was one of my pictures. Sorry. Well, you guys already saw that. Anyway. And I could tell I didn't color Keith's teeth. Keith's teeth. That could be a rap group. Keith's teeth. Anyway. Okay, next we're starting with Mitchell's 6. Bastet. The Egyptian deity of cats. In the original Cat Girl, she is close friends with Princess Alicia and fellow goddess Kebichet. Bastet also had a crush on Kebichet's father. Ugh, who would have a crush on him? Really? Anubis, Egyptian Lord of the Dead? Oh wow. That must be so hot. Anyway, even though he has a wife and kid, she is saddened like Kebichet about Anubis's death, and may or may not have seen him as evil because of her feelings for him. She uses a cat deck with Necker Valley. Okay. You didn't have to tell us that. Just keep it a nice secret. Princess Alicia. She finds herself comforting. He spelled it wrong. Comforting her cousin Kebichet after the big explosion. Well, I'm sure they were fine. They're gods. Bastet finds them and convinces Alicia that they need to cheer Kebichet up. Dude, cheering someone up may not be the best. You need to worry about just surviving on this island right now. Everyone's going up. That half the students are dead. I'm just going to be real right here. Half the students are dead from that initial explosion. Let's just get some reality into the situation. Like, most people that are not gods or vampires are dead right now. Anyway, Bastet finds them and convinces them they need to cheer Kebichet up, and that the best way to do so is by retrieving Anubis from the Shadow Realm. What? Oh yeah, we had a whole talk about this on Discord. Yes, of course, the best way is by bringing back the Egyptian Lord of the Dead, Anubis, who tried to destroy everyone. Very good, I'm impressed, and enslave the world, of course. Alicia convinces Manon and Chiaki to use their Millennium Rod and Scales to access the Shadow Realm. Oh boy. We shouldn't. The items are starting to become more of a hindrance than a help. The only one that's helping of the items is Lee's necklace. Anubis, Egyptian Lord of the Dead. Alicia, Bastet, Manon, and Chiaki succeed in retrieving Anubis and reunite him with his daughter. Kebichet is both happy to see her father and a little scared. I would be very conflicted if I were Kebichet, since she's my character. But whatever. Whatever is going on in the Duel Academy forest scares her more. And Anubis decides to go confront whoever's causing the chaos. Anubis is about to get smacked. He's going to get smacked so hard. He has zero chance of victory. Noah Gabriel. Yes, Noah has been brought back too. Upon Mitchell's request, Alicia saw Noah in the Shadow Realm and rescued him as well. Not liking the idea of a kid being trapped there, Angela, who is the only one of the 3 sacred girls without a sibling, convinces her father to adopt Noah, hence his new surname, Gabriel. She noticed that Noah is an expert hacker and introduced him to Avery Bond. Noah also crossed paths with Esila Uriel, and was instantly smitten with her. What? Why is there always got to be a relationship, Mitch? Okay, whatever. And now, Lara White's new photo. Lara White, and she's possessed, by the way. After the big explosion, Lara's dual spirits have taken over her body. The possessed Lara is heading into the forest to confront Angelica. Doof was also heading into the forest, hoping to gain control of Angelica's machine, but took one look at Lara, or Laura, whatever you want to call her, and noped out of there immediately. Okay, next. Shikanoko Preakness. When Angelica turned on her machine, the Preakness sisters were thrown to the ground in the explosion. Agatha then got a look at her crush, Justice, now Supreme King Justice, and fled in terror. Shikanoko, who harbors feelings for Angelica, decides to stay with Angelica and Justice. She sees Lara White approaching the machine shortly thereafter and confronts the possessed girl. Now on to my 6, since that completes Mitchell's 6. Kebachet heard the explosion and rushed to help, suddenly cornered, but I'm not going to say by who. She has a stare down with these people, and without a single word said, assuming there's a duel about to happen. Of course, she's a god, so the explosion didn't really affect her. She's fine. Zane, the AKA King of Duel Academy, expected to take out the big threat himself by Crowler. Crowler and Chancellor Kaiba X both tell Zane to go out, and while they're still hiding in the academy, what's left of it. And no, the academy's fine, actually. It didn't get blown up. It's the other parts of the island that have gotten blown up, like the dorms and stuff. So they're basically hiding behind a desk and chair, and Zane goes out there to handle it. He's expected to win the whole thing. Since he took down, the Shadow Riders, he's expected to do this. Duel Academy's champion heads out to duel. He feels fear for the first time as he inches closer to Supreme King Justice. Fear. This is a weird, odd feeling for Zane. But he's not really scared of Angelica because he knows he smacked her around before. He beat the brakes off of her. No, I'm just kidding. Jamie Gems. It could be way different this time. Max Pegasus was doing his casual, usual ritual routine that he's been doing in the abandoned dorm when the explosion happened, destroying part of the abandoned dorm, but not much of it. Weirdly, the dorm built itself back right after the explosion, which is very creepy. But the blast knocked his phone down and pressed accept, which means it's finally accepted Pegasus and Cecilia's call. So now they heard his voice and they know he's there at Duel Academy and he's okay. And they don't know that he's okay because they also heard the explosion. And they hear all of this. When they hear the explosion, they rush to Duel Academy to help in his private plane. And if you're asking, Croquet's flying. Okay, Croquet's flying. Yes, Croquet's in this lore. All right, Chancellor Kaiba X. Like, his lore is basically with Zane's. Him and Crowler are hiding out, and they told him they're hiding behind the desk, and they told Zane to go handle this. That's basically all it is for him. However, Chancellor Kaiba X makes the remark, I wish the vampires hadn't been defeated by that kid, because then, he could go handle this situation. I mean, my vampire couldn't. But, the vamps got smacked. And my final 2 characters, Pegasus and Cecilia. Pegasus and Cecilia, worried about their son, and summon all their might as they reach the Duel Academy island. They see the destruction in the distance, and have one final look at each other. Then they head out to find their son in the chaos. So, now we have it, our 24 duelists. We are going to have either the same queen of games or a new king or queen of games. Something will happen here. If an evil wins, like Angelica or Supreme King Justice or their group, bad ending. But since a Halloween tournament's next, we're going to have to force a good ending. But we'll see. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Channel's name's Animanga. I shall see you for the tournament. Bye.